Hello everybody and welcome. I am Ethelred Flametail and today we are going to be Today we're going to be doing talking about the some tales. Now you probably already know. You've probably already been to the let's see the Collectabilia fair that's just been and gone, which was 2008. And if you are a furry, you probably already noticed there were some tails. So, without further ado, I'm going to get the tails. Okay, so you might not be able to see it that well. In fact, let's just turn the light on because it's not very good quality here. So I'll just set this to white because my light can do that. Oh shoot, I'm almost turning the light off. So the first so I'm gonna talk about these tales a little bit and then just give my opinion, blah blah blah. So the first tale I got is black. It cost me £10, and how you clip on this tail is it's got two clips, so you just clip it on the back. But because this tail is heavy, I don't really want to do that because knowing my look, because these aren't strong trousers, and you'll end up seeing my bum. So the fur is nice. It actually feels like mink. So actually feels like mink. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just actually stroking it. It feels like the mink that I've what they call it, got for Crystal Fire. So it's lovely to stroke. It doesn't feel like the fun fur. And I remember getting it, and the woman told me to clip it on, and me being stupid as always, I just tried what they call it, opening this part. It didn't work. I tried sliding it in. That didn't work, and then when I opened it, it just opened like that. So there's two bits you squeeze here, and then you open it. So then the second tail I got was an £8 one, and this one, despite its colouring here, is dark brown. Yes. It looks black here, but it's actually dark brown. And my support worker says, it's a big cigar, which I suppose it is. So, how you actually get this tail on is it's got like it's a safety. It's a safety pin. You just use the safety pin to you pin it on you. Yes. So the tails are a lot more different than what they call it, the furry fandom tails. We don't usually have like tails that are convenient enough to put on. If you wanted a tail like that, you have to get forget it. You just have to what they call it, buy yourself a belt, and you also have to make sure you have jeans on. Or know how to actually put up on a belt, which the belts that the furries make and sell are a little bit more pricey, 30 quid. But unfortunately, yeah. So but they are made pretty good, and you can try and pull on them, and they won't come undone. So let's talk about this first. The black one. It's longer than this anyway. So yeah. So this one's much more of a convenience because this has some good qualities because you can just open up the because it's got an inside sewn thing. It's used for cosplay mostly, but you just clip it to your trousers or your jeans or whatever, and you just walk on your merry day. I had joggy bottoms at the time, and that worked tremendously for me. But the downside is it's oh gosh, is this hilarious? The downside is people can still pull it off, and also although that's pretty much, but it's much more difficult to pull off. The upside is unlike the fairy tales now, which is you won't get pulled down. I was with my furry friend, and he was telling me all about them. So you can't pull you. It won't pull you down. It might because it clips on pretty sharp. So, but if somebody was to pull it and it pulls off, it's not going to break anything. It's not going to break. It's not going to really break the tail, and it's also got quite a bit of weight on. So be aware. Don't wear this with pajamas. People will see your bum bum. There's also another positive thing about it, that it sticks pretty well. It's once it's clipped on, it'll stay clipped for quite a while. It's made out of actual fur, not one of those fun furs that my friend's always telling me about. So this is the second fur tail that I've got. Again, I think this is cosplayer tales. I've got it from the Alice in Wonderland. They used to have tales, and they used to have things like this at the Thought Bubble. But Thought Bubble decided, we're more on the comics than anything else. So step your game up, Thought Bubble. So this is brown. Just trust me, it is brown. So you would clip on your tail like so. You just unhook this part, and you just and usually I like to hook it to my my thing. This actually I can wear this now if I wanted to, but I'm not. So the what they call it. Let's see. Is there any light side, good side to this? Well, if they pull it off of you, you won't fall down whatsoever. Unlike the clip-on one, you might fall down a little. But this has got let's see. I would say the convenience is cheap. I can't think of anything else right now off the top of my head. The unfortunately, it's made of the fun fur things. The fun fur that my um, friends told me. I don't know whether it was my friend told me it made of fun fur. This why? Okay, yes, sure. The specs is sewn up, but why? The also the because it's got a pin in a safety pin, it's more likely to actually fall off of you when you're walking around, because I've got a white tail, believe me, and I've had experiences with the tail pins before. So so that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. They're not. I don't know whether they're really furry tails or more cosplayer tails. To be honest, they're all selling ears as well as, and also unicorn horns and those ears that you put on. So I would say they're probably more or less cosplayers, especially since this was all they had. They didn't have any. They didn't have like a wolf one. They didn't have like a dragon one or something. This is all they had. So um oh, they didn't even have a fox one. So those types of tails are all they had. In the different colours. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Ethelred Flametail, and I'm signing out.